How's it? Today is Monday, October 16th. Today was hard. I did not do very well for all of the snatches that mattered. I basically went 0 for 2, 0 for 4 if you want to count it like that. Today was 5 kilos up from last week, and last week was 85 for 4 triples and 90 for 1 triple. And then today meant that would be 90 for 4 triples and 95 for 1 triple. I ended up making 11 for 13 attempts at 90. I missed my last one in the triple, and then I wanted to reattempt it just so that I could say I did 12 total. I ended up losing that one, and then failed 95 twice, just plain flat out. Didn't even make a single rep of that. I do firmly believe that I could have done it a triple if I just gave myself another chance. But at that point, like, if I missed it, then I would just still feel like I could still do it, and then just keep on trying, and then I would end up doing like 20 attempts at 95, and then I would have been there for 4 hours. So I ended up calling it and then just moving on to my pulls. Today's snatches were not as good as they were on Friday. Friday's warm-ups were solid, and when I was kind of getting up to my top weights today, 80, my last warm-up was really not good. And yeah, I don't know, it didn't bode well considering how difficult that 80 was, that I was going to be doing 90 for a few, and then I ended up making the first set at 90. This 70 also, look at me, I'm very confused. But yeah, like, doing the 90 snatches, about halfway through them, in the middle of one of the sets, I was like, okay, I'm not just trying to make the lift here. I'm not just trying to do whatever it takes to make the lift. I want to execute on good technique, and I want to make sure that I'm doing what I practice, and that I'm doing the things that I know are successful. Like, I don't know, I said 80 didn't feel great earlier. It looked okay, but like off of the ground, it was hard. Here's 90, first set at 90. You can see that first rep, usually the first reps on all these triples is pretty reasonable, pretty good. That is not the case today. They were all very challenging, and kind of, you see how I am not getting the bar directly over the spot where I need to support it with my arms. So what ends up happening is I end up getting a lot of extra forward and backward movement, and that's never good to have that at this weight. You see that sort of shift in the bottom to secure that overhead. That wouldn't happen if I had better timing in the catch, because I think I'm getting it plenty high. I'm just not supporting the weight at the correct time. Like, this one was good. I guess maybe some of the first reps were okay. I think maybe the first rep on the fourth set was pretty good too. But you see that sort of lean to the right side in the hole. That's not desirable. That's not something that I want to be practicing, right? So I think it was right at this rep where I was like, okay, just do what I know needs to be done to execute properly. And like, yeah, that was a lot better than the other ones. I did take a long time in between each rep in each set, and also each set. It's because I was very scared about how I would perform for the upcoming rep or the upcoming set. So I had to really just kind of make sure my confidence was okay. That's a press out there on my right shoulder. But yeah, I had to make sure that my confidence was like there enough for me to even attempt it. I didn't want to pick it up and just clock the shit out of the bar, because I've done that before, and that's not a good feeling. It doesn't feel good to to know that you're struggling before you even start the rep, because you don't even give yourself a chance to make it. Yeah, this is probably the best rep I did all of today. The first rep on the 4th set. And I was very excited about it. I was like, oh shit. You know, this at this point, this right here is 11 for 11 on snatches today at 90, which is a lot. That's definitely the most I've ever done in a single day by far, ever. So that is a PR by volume, but yeah, I'm not happy with these fails. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to reattempt this right now. But then I gripped the bar, and then I was about to get into position, and then I felt like my lower back starting to get a little bit of lactic acid buildup, and didn't feel great. You watch this here. This is actually pretty good. Extension is solid. Positioning overhead is just a little bit too behind me. But usually that means that I executed on everything else really well, and I just wasn't anticipating the bar being as high as it was. That's my first attempt at 95, and I'm just really confused. And then here's my second attempt at 95. And now I'm just sad. I'm just so sad. Oh, man. I get to relive it all over again. I texted Steve and then told him that I'm just going to be moving on. I don't know if he has a plan for me moving forward, like whether or not I should be doing this again next week or move it down to doubles or singles or what have you. Whatever the case is, you know, at 95 today, I couldn't even do a single. So that means that moving forward, I would need to do a lot less before that 95. And I guess if that's what's happening, then I'd be moving out of the volume phase into like a strength realization, or like, I don't know what people call it, some weird shit. But I don't know. I felt like I was doing very well, and I still do think I'm doing very well. This is, what, I started at 70? So 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So this is week 5. Is that correct? I don't even know what week it is, but it's been a bit, and I think that this week would have been the last week I was supposed to do the volume phase in the plan anyway. So maybe this is a sign that things were going to be hard anyway. After that, I moved into some front squats at 125. These little shits were hard as fuck. I don't know. I don't think I could have done 126 today. Watch this side view on like this rep, or sorry, not this rep, this set, the last rep on this set. And then watch it on the final set. It doesn't look good. It didn't feel good. So yeah, this is just another sign that's pointing to me kind of nearing the end of the volume, and that's good and bad. I don't know. I'm at this point in this training, I like it. I like working hard. I like coming into the gym and feeling like I have a challenge in front of me. And for the most part, you know, I've been doing very, very well. I think last week I was 10 for 11 on snatches, above 90 or above. And today I was 11 for 15 at snatches, above 90 or above. So that makes it 10 plus 11 is 21. And not 10 plus 11. Yeah, 10 plus 11 is 21. And then 11 plus 15 is 26. So I'm 21 for 26 in the last 2 weeks. And this is going to be my running count, if I'm correct. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. I'll check it later. I'll fact check myself. Don't worry. And if it's wrong, then I'll correct it tomorrow. I finished off with 1 set of GHD sit-ups. That was all I could really muster the energy for. I was dying. It was really early in the morning, which I don't normally do on the Mondays, but I planned for this, so I'm not gonna make that an excuse as to why I perform poorly. Like I don't think that's a valid excuse. But yeah, I was very nervous for today, and rightfully so. Things didn't turn out the way I expected them to, but I think it was a good learning experience, and I'm excited for what's coming on Wednesday. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.